Hello Gemini, this is Joe, and I'm really excited to be doing your mid-month October 2020 general tarot reading. This is a general reading, so I'm leaving it open for whatever message needs to come through. So it can be about any topic or anything, and it's not focused on anything specific. So we'll see what comes through. This is an intuitive reading, so it's not going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. So if it's not for you, that's all right. There's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you, Gemini. So don't try and fit this into your circumstances, as that will just further complicate things for you. So if it's not for you, that's okay. Just take what maybe makes sense to you, fits with you, makes you feel something, and leave the rest behind. So in this reading, I'm really excited to be introducing a new set of cards. That's why I'm a little late getting to the mid-month readings. But graciously, the people with Ask Angels, with Melanie Beckler, have asked me if I would be interested in, exploring her cards for my readings. And so I'm really excited after taking some time to get to know them. That's why I'm a little late getting to them. To the mid-month readings, because I wanted to get a good feel for them, and I absolutely love these cards. So you can find there'll be a pinned comment below, and you can learn more about these cards here that I'm introducing into the reading. So I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards, and a past, present, future, and finally an advice card, and we're going to see what's going on with you, Gemini, for mid-month October 15th through the 31st 2020. So Gemini, let's get into it and see what's happening for you. I think that Gemini, I could feel it, are going to have an interesting reading. I can just feel it. Orphaned, look at that. First card out, orphaned. And let's see what the second oracle card is. What's the angel card for you? Gemini. Yes. Like I said, I felt like this was going to be an interesting reading. This is the energy of Archangel Jophiel coming through. So yes. The answer is yes. After a period of feeling disconnected, loneliness, stagnation, finally getting an answer. You are being blessed with the answer yes. Yes is indeed the answer you've been looking for, but it also is dependent on you. This is you also saying yes to yourself, giving yourself permission to move forward and go after what it is that you really want to go after. Okay, you have a spirit guide message here, which is a blessing for healing of injury or illness. So if you've had a period of time where you just felt completely disconnected, alone, not feeling the greatest, this could be as simple as just feeling emotionally unwell. And so this could be also overcoming a physical ailment or a physical injury, anything of that sort, where your temple, so to speak, your physical body, and even your emotional and mental body has been not at its peak. And so this might have left you kind of feeling out in the cold, disconnected from people, with the orphan card coming through. The orphan card is quite often about feeling abandoned and left alone, but I don't think that's really the Gemini, that's really what this is speaking of. This is, I think, feeling just disconnected from people. Maybe, sheltering yourself from doing a lot of day-to-day activities because maybe you couldn't, or you just didn't feel up to it. But I think this is all about a new energy coming in for you that's going to be blessing you with a lot of good things moving forward in mid-October, and especially into November. So let's pull your tarot cards and see what the overall message is for you, Gemini. Now, I'm doing things this way because I have a terrible allergy attack right now. I don't think anybody really wants to see my puffy face and my runny eyes and runny nose. So this is what I'm doing. You have the Knight of Wands in your recent past. All right. You have the Four of Pentacles in your current circumstances. Six of Cups, moving forward. And the advice from Spirit, King of Cups. Definitely a feeling of being renewed. And I did say that I felt like that for many of you, and this may or may not be the case for some of you, but I did feel like this blessing for healing was really about an emotional wound. Maybe somebody has been suffering from some depression, anxiety, or some other type of debilitating emotional state that has left you just feeling completely disconnected. Quite often when we're depressed or going through some kind of depression or dark night of the soul kind of scenario, spiritual awakening, we can feel very, very alone, even when we're in a crowded room full of people. And that's where that orphan comes in. And so this has been a time for you to find solace in yourself and in your circumstances. And I think this has been a period of like being really introspective and taking a deep look at your inner self. And I think this is also reflective of a time where you have been really kind of discovering what it is you truly want and getting laser focused. And I think that the Knight of Wands here in your recent past, it's like I do feel like you've made that decision to finally get out of this. And I think that you're looking for a sign, you're looking for an answer from the universe, from God, their creator, the divine. And the answer here from your guardian angels here in this situation is yes. It's definitely a yes for you. This is saying that, what you want is good for you, and we want what you want for you. And we want to see you uplifted, and we want to see you overcome, but we also want to see you grow and see that growth. And I think that's really what this is all about. Sometimes we don't understand why we go through things. And really, we go through things because it's a time where we get to really learn about our deeper shadow self. The shadow side can be full of all kinds of uncomfortable things that we have to confront or address about ourselves. But the shadows give depth to life. Shadows give an object depth, perspective, shape. And so in pursuing this time, being in pursuit of that and really drilling down and digging deep into yourself, I think that's where you finally decide, okay, I've stayed here long enough. It's time for me to move on. I've learned some things. I know what I want, and now I'm moving forward. And I think in October, even in September, you made the decision, okay, it's time to move forward and pursue some things that pursue some things that really just are going to bring you happiness. And I think that happiness is, you're looking for the happiness in personal connections, interpersonal relationships, because we do have some cups here, and I think that that's ultimately where this is leading. And I think some of this, emotional drain and not feeling well has been because of codependent relationships that have failed, relationships that have let you down, people that have let you down, or even perhaps you feeling like you have let people down. So all this is all about healing from past relationships. And so I see this Knight of Wands like he's moving forward, but there's still something in his past that really kind of troubles him. And I feel like you're holding on to that in your current circumstances, and that's keeping you from being completely released from your current circumstances. You're making progress, you're doing the work, and you're getting there. But the Four of Pentacles, there's really something that you're holding on to. And I think it's the last thing, this pentacle right here is the last thing you're holding on to that you need to release. And it's going to bring you a completion in this healing process. And so that's where you're heading. You're heading to the next level. You're bumping up a notch, Gemini, but you have to finish the healing process. And I think that's where you're ultimately getting here by the end of October, is you're finally getting to the point where you're feeling like yourself again, but a different version of you, a better version of you. The Six of Cups here, I don't feel like this necessarily represents somebody coming into your life, or somebody from the past, or something nostalgic. I think this represents the idea of what you want for yourself, and I see you being ready to put yourself out there and to present yourself as that newer version of you, that best version of yourself after all of this healing. And so I think you're ready to pursue love again, Gemini, or you're ready to pursue relationships that actually provide some type of tangible value to your life. It's a complement to your life. It is something that adds to your life, but in exchange, it's the same for the person that you are actually going to be involved with down the road. And so you want to be an asset. You want to be a complement to the person as well. And so this is about flow, going in both directions. So I see the Six of Cups is like you getting prepared. This is the idea of what you want for yourself. This idea is you wanting to make that offer of love to somebody that is meant for you, somebody that's almost a soulmate, or could be a twin flame, or just somebody that is very deeply connected to you. And I see you putting yourself out there, or getting ready to put yourself out there. And I think that you ultimately, by the end of October, get to the place where you are ready to be that person. The King of Cups here, being deeply emotionally grounded, being one who isn't always thinking, but is also feeling. And in the King of Cups, there's this balance here. And so the advice is to remain in that balance, to remember where you're heading and where you've come from. Because you might feel like you're not quite getting there sometimes, or you might feel like I've been ready, or I am ready, but it's not happening when I want it to happen. And so the King of Cups, the advice is to remain emotionally grounded. Remember who you've become, remember who you are now, and get ready, wait for it. The King of Cups is attractive. It's somebody that is like very passionate, very willing to give of self. And but the King of Cups also expects that receptivity in that. And so I feel this is saying that remain in that place. Don't forget who you've become. Don't forget where you came from, and don't forget who you are, because in this is this life transforming process that you've gone through, and it's just like birthing a new emotional you. And I think it's actually beautiful, because again, to me, this blessing of healing after injury or illness, or of injury and illness, is to me again all about the emotional body. You're no longer feeling alone and stuck. You're no longer feeling like you're not worthy of somebody, or that you're never going to be with somebody who values you for who you truly are. So Gemini, it's definitely happening for you. Yes, Archangel Jophiel coming through and saying yes, we are in accordance with you on what you want for yourself, Gemini. So this is a beautiful reading. I actually love readings where there's this essence of healing and becoming whole again, because in that is a lot of dark places to get to, the point where you're just feeling like all that has been lifted off of you. So Gemini, this is awesome. I absolutely love it. You're going to do great things coming into November. November and December is going to be your time, and you're definitely going to see things change for you. But there's still something you got to let go of. And intuitively, instinctually, if this reading is for you, you'll know what that is that you have to let go of. You won't have to guess at it or wonder. You know that there's probably something that you're really not able to quite release just yet. You're getting there. You're almost there. And this could be just a matter of protection on your heart, and taking that wall down around it, and being completely open for this Six of Cups and King of Cups to really come through and manifest in your life, Gemini. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, definitely leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know. I love to hear from you. If you want to hear more from me, definitely subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to hear more from me down the road. So Gemini, I thank you for stopping by and listening, and I wish you a great and wonderful rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.